Welcome back to the Movie Draft House. I'm your host Mark, and this is a 5-minute review. In today's review, we're going to be talking about the recently released Paramount Plus original film, Finestkind. It is directed by this guy, Brian Hegeland, and you can catch the back catalog for the podcast and catch our review of Legend, which he also directed. He also directed A Knight's Tale and Payback, and so he's got a handful. The movie 42, which is a really good one. So he's got some pretty good films under his belt, and been directing for a while, and is very selective when he takes a film. But this one stars Jenna Ortega, Tommy Lee Jones, Ben Foster, and who else? Ben Foster, Ismael Cruz Cordova, and that's really it as far as the main stars go. But anyways, the film is about a fisherman crew that's based out of Massachusetts. And the first scene in the movie, that the whole crew goes out on this boat, and the boat ends up sinking. They got to get rescued by the Coast Guard, and so they're, and this is how they make their money. So Ben Foster plays the captain of the crew. Ismael Cordova is his brother, but I think it's a half brother. I don't actually know. And then Tommy Lee Jones shows up as Ben Foster's dad. And he kind of gives this... he gives a boat to Ben Foster and is like, hey, tell me how it handles. I just got it. Give it a test drive, whatever. And so Jenna Ortega plays the love interest of Ismael Cordova. And it's kind of... No, I'm sorry, not Ismael Cordova. God, what am I doing? Toby Wallace. Why did I say Ismael Cordova? Toby Wallace and Ben Foster are brothers. Jenna Ortega is the love interest of Toby Wallace. And it's kind of a cliche role for... She doesn't really get anything to do, and that sucks for her, is because she's such a great actress. But she's just there as kind of a filler, really. The cliche of, oh, I think I'm gonna go to college. What do you think? And Toby Wallace is like, yeah, you should go to college. You're really smart. But I'm gonna go off on this boat. So, anyways, the film is like sectioned off into different types of film, different genres of movie. Like the first half, we get the boat sinking, and then they're in a life raft, and I'm thinking, oh, is this gonna be a survival film? And then they're rescued right away, and I'm like, oh, that's too bad, because I really like Ben Foster. He's a really good actor. And then we get this kind of Manchester by the Sea vibe of film, where Ben Foster is rounding up his crew, and he's like, all right, we're gonna make one last trip or whatever. And so then I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be kind of a, hey, let's discover ourselves on this trip. And then the last quarter of the film, it is this like action thriller where Tommy Lee Jones owes some money to somebody, and they try to collect, and he kills them, and it's just it's a weird movie, man. And I just think it doesn't do any of the storylines any justice, because it just moves so quickly through them. I'm gonna give it a pass. This movie sucks, but it's available streaming on Paramount Plus. It comes in right at how long is it? It comes in right at it's over 2 hours. All right, yeah, this movie sucks. Don't watch it. You'll be fine without it. The poster that I put up is pretty cool though. It's a really cool poster. I liked it. So Anyways, hit the subscribe button when it pops up so you notice any future content here on the podcast. And if you want to follow the podcast on all your favorite social media platforms, we're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, right here on YouTube. So give us a like, follow, subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. And don't forget, the podcast releases weekly, every Thursday, on your favorite podcast streaming platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts, we're there making big noises. And we'll catch you next time.
I got a $100,000 fine. I'm going to lose my father's boat.
I never should have trusted you. I do not understand the way you're built.
You built me.